Hi everybody, this is Lisa and it's time for a Verbling class, in Verbling English class, and particularly a writing class. So in this hour we are going to be doing some writing in English. This is a time for you to come and practice your writing skills and also to get feedback from me. You can ask me questions. I will make corrections. I will explain why we use certain verbs, phrasal verbs, prepositions, things that sometimes people have difficulty with that can be confusing, things that can be confusing. So if you have a reservation for this class, then you can go ahead and click on the blue button that says get the reservation, and if you don't and you are a Verbling premium member, you can get one right now in the first 2 minutes of this class. If you do not have a Verbling premium membership, then you can wait until the green join class button appears. It will appear above the Verbling chat box. I think it's over that way, and then you will be able to join this class. Looks like we have some activity going on in the Verbling chat already. Hi you guys. Hi Amit, Joseph, Harry, Ben, David. Yes, so if you are familiar with my writing classes, what I do is I create a Google document and then I give it out to you guys, and it is editable, which means you will be able to write on it. And then you write. Sometimes we have pictures, questions, we have a TOEFL essay topic that you can work on, and then you just write as much as you can or as much as you would like, and then I make corrections. And sometimes we talk, we have a little conversation, and this way you get immediate feedback on your writing, so you don't have to wait for a day or two or more to understand what you did correctly or what you need to change. So if you want to join, just go ahead and click on the button. Looks like we have lots of people coming in. I'm going to wait until we have everybody coming in until I post the link in the Google chat, just because I think when I post it and then you come in, you don't see it. So I'll just wait a minute here. So hi everybody. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have room for 3 more people. We can have up to 9 people joining me in the Google Hangout. So if you would like to join, now is a good time because then you get to use the whole amount of time for the class. I do have another class right after this one, so I'm going to have to finish on time so that I can start the other class on time. So the best way is to come early on in the class and take advantage of the full hour that we have together. And now I'm going to put the link in the Google chat. So if you look over, where is it, over there? The opposite of me. So it's on your left side, and there is an icon. It's blue with some white lines on it. It says chat, and if you go there, you will be able to see the link that I just posted, and you will be able to open the document. Let's see, does everybody see that in there? I'll post it some more times because sometimes it doesn't show up. So hi everybody, how are you today? Hi William. William, how are you? If you, hi William. Can you hear me? Also, you must check on your microphone when you come into class. Sometimes your microphone is automatically muted, and it will tell you at the top your microphone is muted, and if it's muted, it's red. So you just have to double check and make sure that your microphone is not red. If it is, then I will not be able to hear you. So hi Maria, how are you?
I am doing fine, thank you.
My headphones.
Trying to close a lot of Programs here because I have a lot of design program open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I am content because I just put a website online, so.
Great. Nice. Something that you designed for yourself or for a client?
Yeah, it was for myself.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
So yeah. Mm.
All right, awesome. Nihan, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm a little bit sick, but I'm
Oh,
good. Yes. In here, the weather is very confused. The day is raining. The after day is very sunny. I am you. You know it.
yeah, yeah,
What
same here.
what time is it there?
I'm living in Washington State, and my time is 11:06 a.m. So it's in the morning, just before
Oh my
noon.
God.
Yeah. And for you,
9
what is
p.m.
it?
here.
9 p.m.
Night.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, in
Very good.
fact, just a little bit ago, it was raining quite a lot, and it was sunny at the same time.
Yeah.
So
It's
there was
not
sun.
good for body.
Yeah, yeah, the weather is changing, but it hasn't decided whether it wants to still be winter or be spring.
Yes, that's true.
Yes. Okay, wonderful. William, are you there? Make sure you check on your microphone, because if you are talking, I cannot hear you. Jeko, are you there? Hi there, Jeko. Hi. Your microphone is muted, probably. I don't hear you. It looks like we have some movement in the Google Hangout. Sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes it's hard. It takes a while to load when you come in, and then sometimes it drops, and then you come back in. So I know Innocence is
Now
trying.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. And Jaco is just a nickname. My name is Mattia.
Makia?
Yeah,
And where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, and Innocence, Conscience. Hi there, Innocence. How are you? Maybe you're still loading there. Hamid, are you there? Hamid?
Yes, I am here.
Hi, how are
How are
you?
you, Lisa?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good to have you in class. And Ahmad, hey. Ahmad, how are you today?
Hi Lisa, I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Glad to be in your class today.
Okay.
By the way, the link that you have posted in the chat is
Yeah. Is that for
the
another one?
class link?
For the reading?
No.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I was posting you the Verbling class link.
Yeah.
I was giving that to somebody else who was chatting with me on Facebook just now. So I forgot that I had that copied instead. So now the correct link is in the Google chat. Sorry about that. Thanks for telling me. So I see some people are able to go there now. And David, how are you? Hi. Is your microphone working? Okay, I don't hear you right now. And Arancha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Okay, guys, is everybody able to open up the document?
Yes, I open.
Great. Okay, so if you already know how this works, you can go ahead and start. For the people who are new to the writing class, I'm going to go over how this works so you can get started too. I try to give you as much time as possible. Like I mentioned before, I do have another class right after this one, so I have to end this one on time and then go to the next one, which is a reading class. So the first thing is to make sure you know how to turn your microphone on and off. And the way that you do that is to look up above the Verbling chat, and if it's red, if your microphone, the little picture of a microphone, if it's red, that means I cannot hear you. Also, you can always tell whether or not you are making any noise, because there's green dots that show up if you're talking or if you're having any noise coming through your microphone. So that's the first thing to check. But then the next thing is this. We have some questions here and prompts. So the first thing you do is read through them. So I'll show you them real quick. The way you do the Google Doc is you just scroll down, and that takes you from page to page. So for example, we have number 1. Here's this picture of this cute little car. Looks like kind of like an alien spaceship car or something. And this is your new car. It is it is an air hybrid. In the reading class yesterday, we were reading about air hybrids that the French car company Peugeot is coming out with. And so your job is to write an email to tell your friend about your new car. And I gave you some ideas. I said things that you might want to include would be how much you paid for it, where you bought it, why did you buy this car, do you like it, what's cool about it, what kinds of things do you find cool about it. So that's one thing that you can do. Number 2 is this picture of these 2 girls. Looks like the picture's kind of small, but they're making popcorn and selling it. So you guys are familiar with popcorn. So you can write a little story about who these 2 girls are, where are they, what are they doing, why are they doing that. Number 3 is write an email to your friend that goes along with this picture. Maybe that's you, maybe that's your brother, maybe that's your friend. Just make it up. It doesn't have to be true. You're just being creative. Number 4 is a question. On the weekends, do you prefer to stay at home for a quiet evening by yourself, or do you prefer to go out with your friends? And then you would explain. So tell me why you like to do one thing or the other thing. And number 5 is, what is your favorite type of fruit, and how often do you eat it, and how do you like to eat it? Do you like to eat it with other foods or by itself? Do you cook it? Do you eat it raw? That kind of thing. And then the TOEFL essay question today says, we all work or will work in our jobs with many different kinds of people. In your opinion, what are some important characteristics of a coworker, someone you work closely with? Use reasons and specific examples to explain why these characteristics are important. So characteristics, those are the types of things about the person. So is the person quiet? Are they loud? Do you like them if they're cooperative, kind, intelligent, hardworking, things like that you might want to say about a coworker. Considerate, friendly, things like that. And if you don't like any of those things and you just really want to work on something on your own, then you can write here anything you want. If you're making up a story, or you just want to practice some sentences, maybe you want to practice certain types of verb tenses using the conditional or future verb tense or the past or something like that, you can write it there, and then I will help make corrections on your own piece of writing. But otherwise, the way it works is you can see here, Hamid's getting started, and Maria, I'm just going to move you down so he has some room. You just put your cursor where you want it, and then you can start writing. And the most important thing is just that you put your name. So for example, if I was going to answer this one, Lisa, I would say I put my name there first, and then I just start writing here. And then when you are finished writing, the next thing you do is proofread. So the proofreading is one of the most important things, and that is when you read what you wrote first by yourself, and then you make sure it looks good and sounds good to you. So you might want to check for capitalization, commas, periods, and your verb tenses, and also your prepositions, and making sure your things match, like your verbs match with how many people, if you said they are instead of they is, for example. And then you tell me when you are ready to read. You just say, hey Lisa, or hey teacher, I'm ready, and then I will have you read out loud, and then I will make corrections. And that's pretty much how it goes. So does anybody have any questions right now? Nope. Okay. So just take a minute to choose which one you want to start writing about, and then you can just put your cursor in here and start writing. So again, anywhere you write, just write your name and then start writing your email. So this is, for example, yesterday my brother John. Okay, so that would be an example of me starting to write on the email for this that goes along with this picture.
I have a question.
Yes. What?
It has to be just a couple of paragraphs. Sorry, a couple of sentences or a paragraph.
Well, Carlos, this is the cool thing I think about this class is because everybody can work at their own level. You're not going to get graded. I'm not going to give you any gold stars or tell you you did anything wrong. I'm just going to let you write as much as you want. So if you get inspired and you're having a good time with a certain story, maybe you want to write a couple of paragraphs. If you just want to write a few sentences, I usually try to encourage you to write 5 sentences for each one. That's just because that gives you a little incentive or a little goal to reach, but it's not a requirement. You don't have to do anything. So it's really up to you, whatever you prefer.
Okay, I get it.
Uh-huh. Good. Yeah. One of the things that I really like about Verbling is that it's nobody's making anybody go to Verbling to do anything. Everybody comes here because they are interested in improving their language skills, either English or Spanish, or if you're working with a language partner, you get to work on another language perhaps. And everybody just works on their own goals. So maybe your goal is to write a lot, and so you come to a lot of writing classes. Maybe your goal is more about speaking or reading or something like that. So we have all different types of classes, and you can choose which ones you like to come to. And then when you come, you get to participate as much or as little as you want. Most of the teachers, of course, want you to feel comfortable and take chances and just try, because we're nice. We're nice, so we like people who are trying. So even if you make mistakes, that's perfectly okay. That's why we're here to help you.
One question, Lisa.
Yes.
The price, can I put it was cheaper, for example?
Yeah, it was cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we have room for one more person. If there is somebody out there in the world watching the Verbling class and you want to join so that you can get the link and also write, then you can join now, or you can join at any time. I know that sometimes the Verbling classes, they are just as fun to watch and to see others and to listen to people. So it depends on if you have time to come in or not. So I'm going to talk to Fatima. Fatima in the chat. Fatima, I'm going to talk to Fatima in the Verbling chat. So your question about ESL or SOL, English has it. Where'd that go? In my opinion, the best way to build advanced level of vocabulary, listening, and speaking is to basically immerse yourself in English. And so at as much as you can, read and listen to higher level types of articles, podcasts, newscasts, movies, things like that. If you are studying for some type of English proficiency exam and you want to score at a higher level, or you need to pass something like the TOEFL exam, which is a test for people who want to study in English at universities in the United States and elsewhere, then you really want to be reading books at that level. So you want to get college level reading books, not just literature type books, but perhaps science books, business books, social studies and history, things like that. And there's lots of websites where you can go to find academic level articles and things, blogs, stuff like that. So you want to look around for that type of material so that you can understand and build your vocabulary and be able to speak in that way.
Lisa, I have the exam that you say that next Thursday.
Really?
Yes. That's why I come here.
Great. So you're going to take the TOEFL exam. Where do you live?
In Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, uh-huh. And
I have the speaking on Wednesday and then writing, use of English, a lot of them on Thursday.
mm-hmm. And why are you taking the test? What do you want to do?
To go to live in London.
Uh-huh. Great. To live there and to study there at the university, or to work, or?
To work and then try to go to the university also.
Mm-hmm. Great. Arancha, did you get the document? It's in the Google chat.
Yeah, I finally found it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. I just saw your message in the Verbling chat.
I'm seeing one person writing, but I don't know where I can start because there is no name in this history too.
You don't know where. Well, did you? You wrote the first one already, right?
Yes, there is one person writing, but I don't know where I can start.
You just move your cursor down, and then you just click it wherever you want to start.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to read the first one that you wrote first?
I'll wait.
Okay. Okay, Nihan, you're ready?
Nearly.
Oh, okay.
Fourth one, on the weekends, do you prefer to stay at home for a quiet evening by yourself, or do you prefer to go out with your friends? Explain. I prefer to stay at home. It's the best way to rest. Maybe it seems little laziness for you. I had agreed with you when I was a student and had less responsibility, but now maybe being older causes that. Serenity and silence are better for me. I sometimes go to cinema or meet some of my friends at the weekends, but this generally less than the previous years. I prefer to I prefer to do something at home, watching movies, preparing special dinners for my friends, and chatting with them all night. Home is the best. Home, sweet home.
Okay. I prefer to stay at home, and I would say as it is the best way to rest. Maybe it seems, I would say, like a little laziness, to you. And I would have, and I would have agreed with you when I was a student and had less responsibility. But now, maybe being older causes this. I would say, but serenity and silence are better for me. I sometimes go to the cinema or meet some of my friends on the weekends, but this generally, I would say, happens less than in the previous years. I prefer to do some things at home, and I would say like some things at home, like watching movies, preparing special dinners for my friends, and chatting with them all night. Home is the best. Home sweet home. Okay. So did you go out a lot more when you were younger? Nihan?
I beg your pardon. I couldn't understand the last word.
Did you go out a lot more when you were younger?
Yes. I did it, and now home is the best for me.
Yeah, I know. Do you have any children?
No, I'm
No.
not married.
Okay. Yeah, well, working takes a lot out of you, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, who's ready?
Me for the first one from the car.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Dear friend, because I don't know who is it or she is.
Sure.
This is my new car that is hybrid. Hybrid, no?
Hybrid.
The car I bought it in Barcelona and cost me very cheaper, and I like it because it helps the atmosphere. Also, when I drive, this car always doesn't make noise because it's silent. I'll put you some photos and you can see how beautiful it is. You can see that the car is like an egg. But you can put a lot of bags and you can check for people to go anywhere or anywhere or somewhere.
Anywhere. That's good.
Okay. Chat you soon.
Okay, good. This is my new car that is, we would say, a hybrid. The car, I would say, I would change the order. I bought the car in Barcelona, and it, we would say, instead of it cost me cheaper, I would say it wasn't very expensive. And I like it because it helps the atmosphere. Also, when I drive this car, we could say it never makes noise because it's silent. I will send you some photos, and you can see how beautiful it is. Period. You can see that the car is like an egg. But you can put a lot of bags in it, and you can take 4 people to go anywhere. Chat with you soon. Okay, good. Any questions?
No,
Okay, good.
because I saw the exam schedule and they sent me that I must write an email. That's why I start with the email.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, good. So part of the exam is going to be to write an email. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I listen.
Uh-huh. Great.
Can I do my TOEFL? It's
Sure.
very short.
Okay.
Short paragraphs.
Okay.
I want to do one more text if I have time. I'm not sure if I can make it. I would like to have coworkers that are hardworking, honest, caring, and contributes to the organization. Of course, it's important that the job is interesting, so there will be no gossiping in the workplace. By caring, I mean that I appreciate if and when coworkers once in a while ask me how I am doing. No matter how stressful the work is, I believe that there is always time for kind words. Honesty is a trait that I put high up on the list of important characteristics of co-workers. I think we all want to socialize with honest and kind people. If it is a competitive work, it is important that co-workers also collaborate, because it's not good. God. It's not good to put one's own goals in front of the organization's goal. Some people are really horrible to work with. Sorry, I added that. To summarize, I don't have very many requirements for co-workers, yet it is so important. I guess I want to work with birds of the same feather and not with people that trip me.
Okay, let's see. All right, I would like to have coworkers that are hardworking, honest, caring, and contribute. Not contribute.
Yeah, there are many of them. Okay.
To the organization. Of course, and let me put a comma usually after of course, it is important that the job is interesting, so there will be no gossiping in the workplace. By caring, I mean that I usually put a comma there. By caring, comma, I mean that I appreciate it if and when coworkers once in a while ask me how I am doing. No matter how stressful the work is, I believe that there is always time for kind words. Honesty is a trait that I put high up on the list of important characteristics of coworkers. I think we all want to socialize with honest and kind people. Okay, this part here I didn't understand. If it is a competitive work, do you mean like a work environment?
Yes.
Okay, then you put that.
Perhaps it's, I don't know the difference between job and work.
Well, yeah.
Perhaps I should put job instead of work. I don't know.
So do you mean, I wasn't sure if you meant like, so in a competitive work environment where everybody's trying to like do their best to show off, and so maybe they get a promotion or something, or is it a competitive type of project that you're working on, like the project that you have to finish with your coworkers is going to be going against like other
No, I mean the work environment.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
that's
say
fine.
when you use your elbows and sometimes step on other people,
Yeah.
just to
Yeah. To move up the ladder, we say.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So if it is a competitive work environment, it is important that coworkers also collaborate, because it is not good to put one's own goals in front of the organization's goal. So instead of using in front of, we put we would say
Okay,
either ahead of or before. Yeah.
Okay.
Before the
Ahead
organization.
sounds good.
Yeah, or ahead of. If you want to change that. Oops. Ahead of. Whoops. Ahead of the organization's goals. Some people are really horrible to work with. That sounds like you had an experience or something.
Yeah.
To summarize, I don't have very many requirements for coworkers, yet it is so important. I guess I want to work with birds of the same feather, or we would say birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, and not with people that trip me. So trip you, what did you mean by that?
Yeah, when people that are cheating and
Okay.
Trick
trick me. Yeah, what's wrong with trip? Is that something that children do? Trip over, or?
Oh, is that what you meant? Well, trip means a lot of different things, so I wasn't sure how like trip, like if you trip somebody, that means you put your foot out and then you make them fall down?
Yeah, trip. That's what I mean.
Okay, so yeah, and not with people that I would say mess with me.
Okay, so trick means what does how do you define?
Yeah, because I didn't understand it that way when you wrote it, and it because you could say like trip me out, like that make you think they're weird or something, like you think they're weird because they're so weird, they do weird things. That's like when somebody trips you out, like
okay.
Yeah. Or
but to trick someone is to make
is more like you play a trick on somebody, like you know, somebody puts a tack on your chair or something and they go and you sit down on it. That's like a trick.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not really the same thing.
I guess
So you want not with people that it's more like people who are going to give you problems, maybe? Or do you mean more specifically like
I mean specifically in a very competitive work environment, and you might not understand that from the beginning or something like that, or you don't know the people, so you think they are kind because they have like a silly smile on their face, but then it turns out that they are not very kind, they are evil.
Yeah. So you could say something like and not with people who are only out for themselves, so that would be like they didn't care, or you could say not with people who try to deceive me. Deceive is what that means, like trick. They
deceive
you.
Me. Because I think, I mean, no matter what job you have, you need to collaborate and sometimes socialize with other people, because it will be, how do you say, it will not be a nice environment if you just
like you want people to be honest and show up who they really are, not just try to be a certain way because they think they're going to get something, but then they're actually really lying or something like that. Yeah,
it's going to be unbearable if you cannot ask your coworker how are you doing or say some kind words, and I mean,
okay.
What do you think?
I would say it's so you're also asking for people who are like friendly, to be cordial, or to be social. So you want to work with people who are more like-minded with you.
Yeah. So.
Not people who are just out for themselves or trying to when you say cutthroat, that means they'll do anything to get what they want, kind of thing.
Okay. Do you have that expression using your elbows to get forward or something like that?
Yeah, like they'll elbow you out of the way. I don't know exactly which one you're talking about.
It's just an expression we have, but
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to work on one more text.
Okay, great. Yeah, we have about a 20, almost a little less than 20 minutes. So who else is ready?
Short one.
Who else is ready? Anybody to read?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay, Arancha, let's go. Which number were you?
3.
3. Okay. Go ahead.
Dear Blair, I am attaching you a picture of my boyfriend Kevin with your next dinner. We went fishing last week to Ontario's lake and we have such a great time there. I've never fished before and I really like it. The weather was sunny and without wind, so we enjoyed the experience more. At 2 p.m., Kevin was bored because he was holding the fishing rod without catching a fish for a couple of hours. All of a sudden, it moved. I was nervous because it was the first time that we caught something, so I started shouting, "Come on, Kevin, you can do it." However, his face looked like he was fishing something that weighed a ton. Finally, he pulled up the fishing rod and he got that amazing and enormous piece of the picture, the one that are you going to eat tomorrow. Can't wait to see you. Best wishes, Arantxa.
Okay, good. Okay, dear Blair, I am attaching, I would just say, a picture of my boyfriend Kevin with your next dinner. We went fishing last week to Ontario's lake and we had such a great time there. I had never fished before and I really liked it. The weather was sunny and without wind, so we enjoyed the experience, I would say, even more. At 2 p.m., Kevin was bored because I would say he had been holding the fishing rod without catching a fish for a couple of hours. All of a sudden, it moved. I was nervous because it was the first time that we had caught something, so I started shouting, "Come on, Kevin, you can do it." However, his face looked like he was fishing something. It's more like, we don't say, he was pulling in.
Okay.
Pulling in. That's what you do when you're reeling in, or we could say reeling in. He was reeling in something that weighed a ton. So reeling is when you start bringing the line in. Finally, he pulled up the fishing rod and he got that amazing and enormous fish in the picture, the one that you are going to eat tomorrow. Can't wait to see you. Best wishes, Arantxa. Oops, here. The one that you are going to eat tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, good. Any questions?
No. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, who wants to read now? Hi, Tarcisio.
Hamid.
Carlos, I want.
Okay, Hamid, and then Carlos. Okay,
Hi,
Hamid.
Lisa.
Hi.
Question number 2.
Hamid, you want to do number?
Mine is a TOEFL question.
Yeah. Do you want to read it now?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. And then Carlos, I'll go with you next.
Okay.
In 21st century, the companies should be interesting, powerful, hardworking managers and co-workers. Co-workers are very important for companies because they should have several characteristics. First of all, co-workers should be creative and productivity on their jobs. With these features, co-workers realize some innovative and powerful products. For example, Gillette Company co-workers watch their customers when voluntary customers shave moments. With this event, they observe people's doing. After that, they can modify or correct their products better and customers' necessities. Secondly, co-workers should be intelligent and open person for teamwork. If firms have intelligent co-workers, they often do brainstorms in their meetings. These things increase the firm's productivity and selling numbers. Thirdly, co-workers must be honest and loyal to their firms. because they should be careful their firm's secrets. In that case, there are good samples for two companies. They are Coca-Cola and Kentucky. These firms are very huge and they have big market shares all over the world. To sum up, co-workers have some features. These are honesty, loyalty, intelligence, and creativity. Co-workers' contributions are always both optimistic and future-thinking. When firms have these people, they increase productivities and market shares.
Okay. All right. So we say in the 21st century, I would just say companies should have interesting, powerful, hardworking managers and co-workers. Co-workers are very important for companies, and I would say, and they should have several characteristics. First of all, co-workers should be creative and productive on their jobs. With these features, co-workers realize some innovative and powerful products. For example, Gillette, I would say the Gillette companies co-workers watch their customers. I would say we would say observe their customers shaving movements. With this, we would say
Observation?
yeah, let's see. I think you just said the same thing. For example, the Gillette company's coworkers observe their customers' shaving movements. I think that's all we need. After that, they are based, and then we would say, and based on that, on the information they get from those observations, they can modify or correct their products and meet their customers' needs. Secondly, coworkers should be intelligent and open people to engage in teamwork. If firms have intelligent coworkers, they often do brainstorms in their meetings. These things increase the firm's productivity and we would just say number of sales. Thirdly, coworkers must be honest and loyal to their firms. We could put a semicolon. They should be careful with their firm's secrets. In this case, there are good examples of two companies. They are Coca-Cola and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes.
These firms are very huge and they have big market shares all over the world. To sum up, coworkers, I would say, must have some, and I would just stick with the word characteristics. These are honesty, loyalty, intelligence, and creativity. Co-workers' contributions are always both optimistic and future-thinking. When firms have these people, they increase productivity and market shares.
Okay.
Share. Okay, good.
How is my job?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I finished with another.
Okay, first I'm going to do Carlos, and then I'll do you, David. Okay,
Sure.
Carlos, number 2.
Yeah, number 2. About the girls preparing popcorn.
Okay,
Again, I'm going to.
go ahead and read.
Okay. There is a girl that is preparing some popcorn. She is sitting next to another girl. It seems she is her sister. I think they both are selling it to make a living because they are very poor. I guess these girls are from India because of their clothes and appearance. Personally, I'm against children work. They must dedicate their childhood to study and have fun.
Okay, good. There's a girl that is preparing some popcorn. So we have popcorn as one word. She is sitting next to another girl. It seems she is her sister, period. I think they both are selling the popcorn to make a living because they're very poor. I guess these girls are from India because of their clothes and appearance. Personally, comma, I'm against children working, period. They must dedicate their childhood to study and to having fun. Okay, good.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, David, the email?
Yes.
Okay.
Dear friend, what a wonderful weekend that I have with my father. We went fishing and we have a lot of fun. We woke up very earlier. We went to the beach. Then we went to our canoe. We went to the sea and then we picked our fishing rod. After a few minutes later, a fish closed up with my fishing rod. I started to be a lot of nervous. Then my father told me to calm down and you can do it. A few moments, a big fish I caught and the weight was 5 kilos. It was fantastic. I'll send you the photo that it proves that I fishing this fish. See you soon.
Okay. Dear friend, what a wonderful weekend that I had with my father. We went fishing and we had
Lot of fun.
a lot of fun. We woke up actually early is right. We said it right. We woke up very early. We went to the beach. Then we went to our canoe. Period. We went to the sea and then we picked our fishing, I would say picked up our fishing rods. A few minutes later, a fish, we say chomped. Chomped, you could say chomped on my fishing, fishing line, actually. Period. I started to get very nervous. Then my father told me
Calm down.
to be calm. Yeah. Okay. Or you could say to calm down. And so if he said and that I could do it, because he's saying he told me that I could do it. A few moments later, I caught a big fish, and the weight was 5 kilos. It was fantastic. I'll send you the photo that proves that I caught this fish. See you soon. Okay. Okay, who wants to read now?
Lisa, one question.
Yes.
I would like.
What's the difference between saying a few moments and few moments?
Well, it depends on when you're saying it. Like a few moments ago or a few moments later, or you could say I'm going to see you for a few. Yeah, I think you probably mostly say a few moments. A few moments ago, I will see you in a few moments.
But there isn't a big difference between both.
Right, but I think you would usually say a few moments, not just a few moments.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Can I do mine?
Sure.
It's just very short.
Yeah.
I would like to continue on this one another time because I have so many words I don't.
Okay, sure.
No. Can you find it?
Yeah, I got it.
It's
the runaway train.
Close to the bottom. A runaway train was. Yeah, that is repeating here. A runaway train was running through the stop barrier at the terminal and into an apartment building at the speed of 80 kilometers per hour. It stops in 2.3 seconds. On board is Sara, the car cleaner, perhaps. The rescue workers found Sara lying in a small space behind the driver cab, which was completely mashed or crushed. The right side is crushed, but Sara lies on the left side in a small space that is large enough to save her from being crushed.
Okay, so we have to decide how we're going to tell the story.
Yeah.
Past.
Yes. Let's do present.
Okay. A runaway train is running through not really
I remember you told me that word another, but I don't remember it. So, it's like a the barrier. Okay, the barrier.
yeah. Is running through the barrier at the terminal and into an apartment building at the speed of 80 kilometers per hour. It stops in 2.3 seconds. On board is Sarah, the car cleaner. The rescue workers find Sarah lying in a small space behind the driver's cab, which
is
which is completely. You could say smashed or destroyed or crushed or
okay.
The right
mashed
side
is more like food, mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Okay, hold on a minute. The right side is crushed. Sarah lies on the left side in a small space that is large enough to save her from being crushed. Yeah. Okay. You want to work on that again some more? Or you have more to tell? Okay, Maud, I have 1 minute, so I'm going to read it and correct it as I go.
Okay. I'm going to go to a Spanish class.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Adios.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, thanks everybody. I'll be doing the reading class.
Hello.
Yes. I'm gonna
bye-bye.
With a mods right now. Between all the good characteristics, these are the 3 ones that are very important for me to depend on a coworker. Honesty, we would say trustworthiness, and we would say a sense of humor. It's important to have someone you trust at work. I have many experience with people that I worked with, but I didn't trust them to do anything. This kind of feeling that this person could stab you in the back is the worst. I would like to have a partner and a friend at the same time. For example, I was working in on a very big project lately, and I trusted one of my coworkers to take a backup copy of everything that we were working on for the project. He said, "Okay, man, done." And when I checked up later, I found tons of mistakes and many files were missing in that copy. This is very dangerous. I like to think of myself as an honest person at work, and I like to see other people on my job being honest as well. I like everything to be straightforward and clear between us. I have great respect for those who have this characteristic. Sometimes we had a hard time on our job. That means few entertainment and more stress, comma. Okay, that means few entertainment and more stress. This stress may cause a kind of tension between workers if they are always serious. Okay, having a funny coworker means that someone could tell a joke anytime and break the stress or the tension, I would say. This kind of coworker, in my opinion, is easy to get along with. In conclusion, a good coworker is the kind that you can always count on as an honest friend, a friend that could break the boring times with a nice smile or a laugh. Okay. Good. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming and doing the writing.
Thank you, Lisa.
See you next time.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you,
bye-bye.
Lisa.